Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a really glowy, pretty, bronzy-ish, but definitely glowy look on my channel. I've done one like quite a while ago, I believe, and it was like how to achieve different ways in achieving glowy skin, or like different ways to use glow products within my skin. But this would have to be like really bronzy, really glowy. Like my eyes are really bronzy and glowy, like my lips, I'm wearing glossy lip, which is very rare. So if you want to learn how to get this look, then please keep on watching. We're going to go ahead and prime our eyelids. Don't mind my hair, by the way. I don't want to wash it, so I'm just putting a headband on, and like I don't want powder or anything to get into my hair. I'm going to prime with Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I'm just going to be taking my Elcie 211 concealer brush to apply Soft Ochre. After priming, I'm going to go ahead and set the base. I'm using my Patrickstar powder from his holiday collection with my Elcie Large Fluff. So I'm aiming to do like a very bronze goddess look today, and these two palettes have actually been my go-to, my favorites for every day, and they're the Natasha Denona palettes. I have the Camel palette, which is the 5-pan, and then I have the mini nude, which, oh, they're both 5. I don't know why they're different sizes, actually, if they're both 5. This is the mini nude, which she just recently launched, and I believe she launched this couple months back, the Camel palette, and I love them both for neutral bronzy look, so I'm going to go ahead and incorporate these into my bronze goddess looks today, because I just believe that these are the bomb. They are, truly. So I'm first going to start off by taking my Natasha Denona mini nude palette, and I'm going to be taking this color right here. I'm not even going to read the names. I'm not even going to read the names because they're just 5 shades in each palette, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be taking my Morphe R40, and I'm just going to warm up my crease with this, using this as a transition shade. Starting off from the outer corner and blending it inwards. Like, that's so pretty. And I know Natasha Denona palettes are really expensive, but these 5-pans are really good to start off if you want to try out her like Sunset palette or her Lila. Any of those, actually. Like, these 5-pans I believe are $25. I don't know. But maybe this is like $30, I think. But these 5-pans with the bigger pans that are like, I believe these are the same size as her full-size palettes. They're really nice to just try out her shades and her shadows and her formula if you don't want to commit to her full-size palettes, which are really expensive, but they are definitely worth the price. But obviously not everyone wants to spend hundreds of dollars on a palette, so I do recommend trying her mini 5-pan palettes if you still want to use amazing shadows. So after taking my mini nude palette, I'm going to go in with my Natasha Denona Camel palette, and I'm going to be taking this first matte shade Camel color right here. Taking the same brush, and go ahead and focus this in the outer corners to deepen it up. And as you can see, this really like deepened it and gave it a lot more depth. So this is how it looks like now, and I'm going to go ahead and actually apply my lid shade. I'm just going to go in with the shimmery shade right here, this really pretty bronze color. I'm going to use my fingers, and her shimmery shades, just her shades in general, are very gorgeous. And I love, love, love this bronze color because it's just so gorgeous. I have nails, I can't exactly reach to my inner corners. I'm going to be taking my Morphe M167, and I'm just going to pack on this brush. After applying it all over my lid, I'm just going to go ahead and blend out the harsh lines. I will be taking my ColourPop shader brush. I'm going to use this and go ahead and blend it out so it's just, there's like a smooth transition. To make it more precise, I'm going to, I don't need to use a lot of these, like all different brushes, but I just want to make this more deeper in the outer corners, just a smidge, and kind of blend it out. So I'm going to be taking this Morphe M573, going back in my Camel palette and taking this shade right here. To stamp it, pat and then bring it in. Just want to make sure the shimmery shade and the matte shade meet and are blended out. And with this brush right here, I'm going to go with that first transition shade that we used from my mini nude palette. And just slightly... That's basically it for my eyes, and of course you don't exactly need the Natasha Denona palettes. If you have anything similar to these colors, it will work just as great. Maybe even like a more metallic bronzy color would make this look even pop out more, but I wanted just to use these palettes because it's what I have in my collection. So now to go ahead and make the face glow a little bit more, we're going to be applying some Illuminator. This is the Estee Edit Flash Illuminator. I don't think Estee Edit even exists anymore, but I'm sure you guys have something similar to this laying in your collection that you can use, but anything that you personally that will work well with your skin tone. And this is in the color Morning Light. Taking my tried and true Tarte Cosmetics buffer brush and really just apply this. Because I want a fresh glowy skin, I'm going to be taking my L'Oreal Infallible Up to 24 Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in the shade 430. And I've talked about this foundation, and I also did like a wear test for a couple days with this foundation, and it is still my favorite. Taking my Sonia Kashuk foundation brush. Also be taking the Elcie, the Hydra Enhancer with my Real Techniques buffing brush. I'm going to spritz it just a little bit and blend. I'm going to go in with my Elcie Velvet Sponge. Just going to take some foundation on the back of my hand and start blending it even more. And as most of you know, I have oily skin, but even if I have oily skin, I love looking dewy and glowy, just naturally, even though my skin naturally produces a lot of oil. I just love looking glowy. Like, I don't really like to look too matte, honestly. Like, if I do, then obviously I'll go for a more matte look that day, but I love to just look glowy and glow to the gods and have this beautiful bronzy glow. I'm going to go ahead and conceal now using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Ginger, just to help color correct the darkness under my eyes. And this is the perfect time to just carve out the shape of my shadow. Next concealer, I don't think I've ever used this on camera yet, but this is the First Aid Beauty Avocado Bendy Concealer in the shade number 2. I believe this is just like light. This is a really natural and pretty concealer, but it still gives you a really amazing coverage. So I've never tried like First Aid Beauty products. I've loved their skincare products. So we're gonna go ahead. This is my third time trying it, I think. If you watched my Disney vlog, I hauled this. So we're just gonna go ahead and blend this out. This looks really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Morphe E28 and just to blend out the concealer and the shadow and where they meet, per usual, before I go ahead and bake under my eyes. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the Patrickstar powder to bake. I've gone ahead and let this set in for a little bit, and I'm going to dust it off. I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder with my Morphe R13. Ahead and lightly dust the Now I'm going to go ahead and lightly dust the rest of my face using my Morphe E3 powder brush. Next thing I'm going to do, which is really going to bring out the bronzy and the glow, is using my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light. And if you've used Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder anything, this will give you the most amazing, pretty glow ever. So we're going to go ahead and bronze with this. I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques brush. Is it? Eco Tools, sorry. Looks a little harsh on camera, so I'm just going to blend this out using my Morphe E41. Go ahead and contour. I'm going to be using my Too Faced Chisel to Perfection contour palette with my Morphe E4. Once again, we're going to blend. And now we're going to carve out. So I will be letting this set in for a little bit, and while I wait, I'm going to be going ahead and applying some lashes. Not quite sure which lashes I'm going to be applying, but I am going to be using my LA Girl Ultimate Intense Day Auto Liner in Lasting Brown. I'm going to tight line with this and also smudge this on the lower lash line to just bring it together, but not have it as harsh because brown is not a harsh color. So I'm going to let this set. I'm going to do whatever I just said, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. I dusted off my Patrickstar powder. I applied my CoCo lashes in Sin City. This is my favorite style at the moment because they're very flirty, very pretty, and I love them. They just make my eyes look really nice. I also applied the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara just so my lashes don't stick out straight. And now I'm going to go ahead and apply some shadow on my lower lashes. I'm going to be taking my Camel palette with my Morphe M508. I'm going to be taking this color right here. Go ahead and blend out. Okay, then I'm going to be taking my Dose of Colors shader brush, and we're going to be taking the mini palette, and we're going to just go ahead and take that first transition shade we used to more seamless. Now I'm going to apply a little bit of blush. I'll be taking my Milani Cosmetics Baked Blush in Luminoso. It's a very, 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 very pretty shade. I'll be taking my ColourPop like blush brush, I guess. And this will also give the skin just a light glow. Then I'm going to take my Patrickstar Baby It's Gold Outside. This is the mineralized skin finish. And Baby It's Gold Outside. Like, look how pretty, look how glowy and bronzy this looks. I will be taking my Morphe M405. It's just a small angled brush. I'm just going to take it onto my brush and really just apply that on top. Now we're going to do the ultimate glow, like literally ultimate glow. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega All Over Foil Luminizer in Gilty, and this is just super gorgeous, super gold. We will be taking my Morphe M500, just this like little flimsy brush right here. Grab a little bit and really just like, do you see that? Like, look how gorgeous that is. I know that's a little dramatic for some, so I'm going to blend it out. But it still leaves just this really pretty gold. I'm going to go ahead and set my eyebrows. I'm using the Kaja Beauty Brow Blowout in Soft Brunette. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and spritz my face using my Elcie Cosmetics Hydra Enhancer. I applied some mascara on my lower lashes, and we're going to move on to the lips now. I'm going to go ahead and apply my LA Girl Perfect Perfusion Lip Liner in Cafe. Lips, I'm going to apply some gloss. I do have two options here that would still achieve the very bronzy, glowy look. I have my Too Faced, what is this called? High Shine Sparkling Lip Gloss in Pretty Penny, which is like a brown gloss with some gold and silver sparkles. And then I have the infamous Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb and Fenty Glow, right? Yes. But I think because Fenty Bomb is always used so often, I'm going to go ahead and use my Too Faced one, which is really gorgeous and really pretty as well. Actually, the end of tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this really pretty bronzy, glowy look. I'm doing a glossy lip, which I usually don't do. I want to definitely get into gloss, but I just don't like it when it's windy and then my hair gets in the gloss and then it like streaks, you know, all that stuff. But I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.